Welcome to this 20-part masterclass series on network routing protocols, produced by Virtualization Options LLC, a Colorado-based technology research and advisory organization. For example, deploying RIP on a 50-router enterprise network can lead to 3-minute recovery delays after a link failure. Conversely, running BGP in a small office introduces a layer of complexity that most internal IT teams struggle to support. This series omits command line syntax to focus on the architectural concepts required to evaluate, design, and troubleshoot routing environments. Understanding these underlying mechanics allows you to predict how a network reacts to failure, moving beyond manual entries that break whenever a link drops. Block 1 covers core foundations. We examine the scaling limits of static routing, how organizations use autonomous system numbers to identify themselves, and the specific metrics routers use to measure distance. This diagram outlines the administrative distance hierarchy. When a router learns the same destination from multiple protocols, it uses this ranking to break the tie, preferring a static route at 1 over OSPF at 110 or RIP at 120. Block 2 examines interior gateway protocols. We detail RIP's 15-hop limit, OSPF's synchronized link state database, and EIGRP's use of bandwidth and delay to calculate paths. This comparison shows the recovery speed of different protocols. OSPF typically converges in under 5 seconds, while RIP can take several minutes to reach a consistent view of the network. Ultimately, the physical scale of your internal network determines which of these mechanics are necessary for rapid recovery. Block 3 scales to the internet edge and hyperscale data centers, focusing on exterior protocols like BGP and high-capacity protocols like ISIS. BGP trades raw speed for granular policy control, evaluating attributes like local preference and AS path. Notice the AS path step. Instead of building a full topological map, BGP prevents loops by rejecting routes containing its own autonomous system number. Finally, Block 4 translates these mechanics into real-world deployments. We map out practical protocol choices for simple stub networks to hospital LANs and multi-homed universities. This matrix brings these concepts together, providing a framework for matching your specific topology to the right protocol based on scale and convergence requirements. As this series illustrates, matching a protocol to your team's expertise is vital. A simple, well-configured OSPF network is often more stable than a BGP deployment that the staff cannot support. Effective network design focuses on creating an architecture that heals itself instantly when a switch fails or a fiber line is cut. Start building that architectural foundation today. Click through to part 1 of the series to begin.